Good morning. Arndt with CFS Agronomy. It's Monday, January 31st. I wanted to talk today a bit about herbicide programs for corn and soybeans. And I think there's been a lot of buzz and a lot of talk about, this herbicide short, that herbicide short, things like that. And I won't get into that today because that's a whole nother conversation. So I'm just going to talk about agronomics and really being ahead of the game with your herbicide program. So we'll start out talking about soybeans. So one of the things we're having a lot of issues with is tall water hemp coming in late in the season. And typically where we've had a lot of issues, we've been a little light on the pre. We might have a reduced pre or might not have enough modes of action up front. And sometimes there's just a lot of pressure and it's tough to manage. Our best luck comes from a full rate of a pre down in soybeans or a combination of 3-4 different modes of action. Last year we did struggle a bit because it was so dry to get activity, but I look back on previous years where we did have rain or even where we had rain in 21 on those fields were pretty darn clean. It's really a tremendous feat trying to control a lot of weeds post-emerge. A lot of times you get the patches. It's just a lot of canopy to penetrate. So stick with a solid multi-mode of action pre on your soybeans, no matter what trait platform you're using. It's going to be a lot easier to control those post-emerge weeds. And hopefully we're delaying that post-emerge application on soybeans a little bit later because we had such good control with a pre-emergent application. So stick with multi-modes of action and let us look at it, scout it, do whatever we need to do to get the best results in the end. On corn, one of the things I hear again and again from just about all our producers is I was out this fall combining and I see small weeds in my corn, maybe small water hemp. They're maybe 6-8 inches tall. They got some seeds on them. They're reproducing. Once again, we've had the best luck in corn is putting down a good pre-emergent application and a higher rate to help delay that post-emerge application and keep the grasses down, keep everything down like that. In corn, we cannot afford to have any grass. If you can see grass from the road, you've already lost yield. So we really want to keep those populations of grasses down. And in corn also, just like soybeans, is we need to layer some residual in there in the post-emerge application. We've had the cleanest fields and don't have really much for weeds at all is when we've layered in some acetochlor, some dual, something like that, in with a post-emerge application. It seems to stretch that out as you get rain throughout the season. It helps getting soil activity on some of those broadleaf weeds and works very well. So we'd be happy to talk to you about herbicide programs, different things we're doing, and just remember we got good prices on grains. Granted, everything's expensive, but we want to do a good job of weed control. Thanks and have a good day.